Welcome to episode 2, Demystifying Google's algorithm. So, together, let's unravel the mysteries of Google's algorithm to ensure that we can rank your website effectively. We're going to be exploring key areas such as topical relevance, such as authority, such as user experience, such as content optimization, and understand these things in context of your website and practically what it means when you make your next steps to try rank on the top of Google. Let's get into it. So imagine you are the head coach of a sports team or you're the host of a late night talk show, and your role is to fundamentally determine who's going to be the best athlete, best sports player to bring onto your team as the first pick in the first draft, or who's going to be the most appropriate celebrity, actor, actress, influencer, entrepreneur, or otherwise to come onto your late night talk show. And it's your role, much like Google's algorithm, to determine who is the best person to put into the spotlight. We would do that by searching. Google does it also by searching programmatically. And in this episode, I'm going to show you exactly what to consider when you're trying to make that leap. So we're going to be going through the BTH Machine, the Lighthouse link approach, and becoming XY. Stay tuned. So what is the BTH Machine and how will it help you with the Google algo updates? So BTH stands for basic, thorough, and hyper relevant. And when you are considering what you basically need to do, B for basic, you need to be really mindful of the February 2011 Google algo update called Panda. Now, Panda was designed to filter out low quality websites and URLs and therefore to reward sites that had better quality of content. And at the time that Panda went live, so to speak, it was said to affect 12% of the entire internet. So with that in mind, the first initial advice is to look across your site and to basically determine, is all of the content relevant to your actual target audience? So the thorough in the BTH relates to the Google algo updates moving from 2013 all the way across to 2019. So we're talking about the Hummingbird update, the RankBrain update, the Burr update, and anything else that was in between. What this means when it comes to your content is that you need to move from, and I'm sure you might already well be there, but you need to move from trying to fit in as many keywords as you can to producing thoughtful and relevant content that really is serving up key information to your users. So studying those three in context of each other is really going to help you transition your content to that next level. So now we move to H, which is the hyper relevant part of the BTH. So I get it. You've already produced really high quality content that serves up interesting and useful information for your users. Now, what the H in hyper relevant focuses upon is something that Google calls EEAT, which is experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. And this is something that fundamentally relates to the author, the stakeholders, and the people that are behind that content. A good example being, I'm not a qualified doctor, so therefore, even if I was to serve you up amazing information about how to live healthier, because I don't have any experience or background that relates to the field of medicine, it would put me at a disadvantage of someone else who actually has that history and that background, and that history and background is evidence on Google. So these are the three key areas that you need to think about when it comes to fundamentally producing content and producing materials that will be great in the eyes of the Google algorithmic updates, the BTH. So now we're moving to Lighthouse link building. So what is Lighthouse link building? It's fundamentally the process of building white hat and ethical links. So there's a whole series of Google updates that were designed to punish any company or any website that was in the business of spammy link building practices. So I'll go ahead and give you a roll call of some of those algo updates. So it goes from the Google Toolbar PageRank update, the Hilltop update, the nofollow attribute, the Jagger update, the Big Daddy update, the Penguin update, the Payday Loans update, the Pirate update, Unnamed Link Spam update, and so on. There are a whole series of updates that Google has implemented to ensure spammy link building practices are short-term and short-lasting. So guys, a good way to think about Lighthouse link building is to just ensure that if I was to shine a spotlight on your links, I could really easily tell that they are good quality websites that are relevant to your industry, and the content of that website seems to be unique, original, and as a bonus or as a certainty, you've got a clear history in terms of the authors of that website. And just by following this from a Lighthouse link building approach, you can really ensure that you stay on the safe side of link building. So the simple way, it's going to surprise you how simple this is, of making sure that you're becoming XC. Open your phone up on multiple devices. Go through a process of every time you visit friends, you visit family, you visit colleagues, you are on client sites. Open up your website on different browsers, on different laptops, on different mobiles, on different devices, and just get a sense of how does your website appear? How quickly does it appear? Can you read everything on each and every screen, each and every browser, each and every device? If you experience or encounter any issues along the way, I would suggest that you follow the breadcrumb trail, and you'll soon discover there's probably more than meets the eye when it comes to ensuring your website looks XY. Why don't we keep the journey going by you commenting, liking, and subscribing so you can get a notification every time we release a new video. We've come to the end of episode 2, and we went through the BTH, Lighthouse link building, and becoming XY. I hope you took some notes, and now look forward to episode 3.